let me say this. Up until I got YouTube and a phone that had I could get Facebook, you know, access Facebook. I didn't have the law will not do anything to help me. They're the ones orchestrating it all because of who I am. And if you care, you can go back on the tapes. I don't know which one this is. I don't know who's calling either, but I'm not answering it right at the moment or texting me. Um, I wanted to go back though on so that's the only access I've had YouTube and Facebook in trying to get people's attention to what's really going on. I've been treated like the worst criminal in the world. Now, I want to go back to Affordable Overland Drive, and this is where August the 14th, state trooper that told me that's how they run me. His wife brought me down Linda off of Roanoke Mountain where they fuel had been poured all over my tent. Now, think of what she said when she left me here. This is how we run you. That didn't occur to me. I'm such a trusting person. It didn't occur to me what she was saying. I knew this is how they run me. I didn't know the Virginia State Troopers were in on it. I knew the feds and law enforcement, but hey, the troopers are law enforcement. And then I began to wonder, well, were they the ones that poured the fuel on my tent and forced me to, and then they bring me down here. And I stayed there 17 months. And I'm going to list some mind control deaths that, the truth hurts, doesn't it? Hurts me. I tell it and it hurts because they go after me. Okay, right after then was State Trooper Tom Childs. Right after I was checked in here by Carl Barton, State Trooper retired, August the 14th, 09. This is just a letter from Jean Croft, the manager. And by the way, she was a part of this whole thing. Frankie, who cleaned, just like here at this one. All of them were that way. Nobody touched it. I would be so sick. Vertigo. You can't name the symptoms that just about killed me with what they did. Maintenance guy. It was a joke to everybody. I want to go back here because this is on it. Maybe you'll can follow me. This was Frida Barton. Now, that's the last name of the state trooper I just told you about. This was Gene West. He owns a painting, I don't know what all, apartments and everything in Vinton, which is part of this whole county, Roanoke County. And this is back when I hardly had any money. I still don't. What a joke. But anyway, she looked it up in the newspaper, and she's going to try to help me, so it looked legit. She sounded legit. So she takes me to Vinton. Come find out, she lived one block over, 2 blocks streets over, right next to me. And come find out, I go and I pay this man, Mr. West, who owned the little, if you call it, apartment at, I don't think that was the name of it, R.E.N. Rena's Apartments. Anyway, it was named after his daughter. His name is Gene West. And I paid him a deposit, and I paid him a month's rent, and there was no lease. And the minute Frida it was kin to the state trooper. The reason she got involved in supposedly helping me, which is not what they're doing, for God's sake, was because her daughter, I later found out her daughter had children out of wedlock, and whether they were out of wedlock or not, I'm pretty sure she told me they were. They've used the agencies and everything in this, and everybody had a choice. They knew what they were doing. And there's things to do with custody and all this kind of stuff, and she's their grandmother. But anyway, she took me to Mr. West, and immediately the air conditioning goes out. And she brought my attention to it, of all things. It went out at Joseph's Dream in Bedford. It goes out, and poison air starts coming, and they start coming in and spraying my beds illegally. They're opening the door, and I've even tried to lock it. Well, I found out it does another lock on it, not just locking it. You can't do that. They can pick it and come in. It will. It's a joke to them. But anyway, same thing happened here. I was so sick I had to leave. He kept my deposit. Rent was $575 and deposit $425 for staying there and getting sick and soaked. But this is Frida Barton. Now you got Carl Barton, the retired state trooper, brings me here to affordable. And I just put this here because I always paid my rent on time. Of course, there was never any question. They're doing it to me. Okay, so here I am back here. But you can't name all of them over the period of time. There was one, I can, I don't have it here, but his name's Sizer. And he was out, I had a little cottage, well, like a cottage. It makes it sound really super, but it was nice for me. Hey, I'm just the Queen of England and treated like a biggest criminal going, and well, I'm going to die with what they've done to me or are doing to me with chemicals. But anyway, this was in, okay, let me name the places real quick that are under federal. It's the Section 8. I'm a pauper, So it's Edinburgh. Here, and I had that here, but I put it in other tapes too. Edinburgh. And I'm going to go ahead and give the names. These people all still have their jobs. They should be locked up, the criminals. Jennifer Sink, and then you had Allison that was over, and she's still there. She's out at Richfield here in Salem, Roanoke. Now then, did I make the point of here, I don't know, of when I came to affordable? Definitely this is not chemicals, and I could have thrown it out, but they wouldn't do it to anybody else, is my point. I came in here at affordable. I think I did put this on the other tape. April the 3rd of this year, and had to come. I was so sick, and then got shingles right after I came in. That didn't stop them either. They sprayed me, and then I had to go back. My doctor just called me in another prescription again, saying it should have been over. And it's you read it on it. It's for nerve damage and to control seizures, which I did have one right after she was in here. I didn't know that's what it was. I passed out. I bit my tongue till it was horrible. My fingers were jerking, and then I found out that's what, and here's the name of it. If somebody tells me it's illegal to put this on YouTube, or, well, not YouTube, but out on the internet, well, what's illegal is what they're doing to me. And I'm on Nimbutal. I've been on that for a long time, Relevant and Lisinopril. And Nimbutal is for the immune disorder that causes my immune system to attack itself when I'm force-fed chemicals. If it's used, and you can't control it in the place where you live, you inhale it. You have to leave. And that's what they've been doing to me, making me run everywhere I go. I'm getting it again and dying. Now, then, when I came in here, one of the things that they give you is that bowl with the egg beater. And here's what they give everybody when they come in. It's in that little bowl. And this. Now, this doesn't mean, except they'd never do it to somebody else. My God, if that was the least thing I had done to me in my life, I'd be real lucky. But it's expired. Now, do you think, and she said it when she brought it to me, but hey, I've had to eat. You want me to bleep that? Just about, to live. This is, don't use it, expires February 20th of 14, so that was before I ever came here. I want to go back to Sizer, and I'm not sure I'm getting this. This is another one I lived at. And I went there, and the agencies are all, the FBI is an investigative team. And they can investigate your law enforcement and get something and prosecute them. Nobody had to get in on this. They had options when I didn't. I can't fight the whole law enforcement, the whole American people who don't want any of this told. They didn't